Well, I mean, Simon, you do not have to eat much humble pie this Monday lunchtime because United did not go to Arsenal and win. And I was looking forward to serving that personally had they done so.
Along with the Sheffield United pie that you'd like to have served me last week, which didn't happen either.
Correct. But what about Roy Keane's comments? Because I like the way he doesn't hold back, especially when it comes to United.
Well, I think Roy Keane is right in some respects because, you know, it's his opinion. It's based upon his understanding of Man United. But that's superimposing the Manchester United that Roy Keane played for, that he was lucky enough to come into at a time when they were already established winners. They weren't going for a period of time where they hadn't won anything. Roy Keane came in when United were starting their engines and were moving in that direction and were winning Premier Leagues and so on and so forth. Look, I mean, sometimes you've got to fake it till you make it. You know, if you believe that, you know, that you can do something, then ultimately you can do something. And they had no better time to beat the Liverpools and the Arsenals of the world, personnel, you know, the personnel depleted teams that they played, with the teams that they had, with the resource that they had available to them. But United are still, it's a product of the media that United are ready to win the league. I don't believe it's a product of Manchester United. I don't believe that Ole Gunnar Solskjær believes that this team are ready to win the Premier League. My view is that 3 years into the job, you should be moving towards that territory. But off I go again on my agenda against Ole Gunnar Solskjær because once upon a time he dated my wife, apparently. God only knows where that agenda comes from.
Really?
Well, apparently on social media people are saying, what did he do? Did he sleep with Simon Jordan's girlfriend or something? This agenda he's got. But listen, the notion that United are not brave enough, I don't think that... I laugh at that.
Danny.
Yeah, news to me as well. I think that they're very much a work in progress and they are a few players away. As everyone's saying, the ingredient that makes United tick is Fernandes. When Fernandes is at it, across it, over it and under it, Man United look aside. When he's off, United don't.
And let me get this right. You think the media is driving an agenda for United to win the Premier League title?
I think the only people within the confines of football, insofar as the media form part of that think United can win the league are certain segments of the media, and they're advancing that notion. Inside football, the general consensus, inside the bookies, the general consensus, and it's been for some time that it'll be Man City or Liverpool. And I certainly don't form the opinion that United can win the league, irrespective of the fact they went XYZ amount of games and went top of the league as the 9th team this season that went top of the league. Now, the question is, should they be in that position? And here comes Simon Jordan riding over the horizon with his usual position of, yes, of course they should be, because he's had nearly 2.5 years in a job, and United's job is to win leagues.
Yeah.
That's their job, same as Real Madrid and Barcelona's is.
You don't think Ole thinks that United can win the league?
I think that Ole Gunnar Solskjær is probably... Well, you can see it in his performances.
Second.
Fine.
3 points behind City.
Fine. Irrelevant. How many teams have been top of the league? 9 teams have been top of the league.
Yeah, but it's not as if they're 10th.
Well, we'll see. The proof of the pudding will be in the eating.
Second.
You asking me, do I think they're going to win the league? Categorically, absolutely, unequivocally, irrefutably not. Right? So from my point of view, you go to the games that he would talk about and you say the allegation that Roy made was they're not brave enough. Well, the setup of their sides tell you that he clearly doesn't believe that they've got enough to go against sides that might provide them with a real challenge, i.e. perhaps Arsenal, perhaps Liverpool, and perhaps other sides that they play against, because his default setting this season, albeit in previous seasons his record was much better, against the top 6, is they're not winning these games.